What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Another edition of the Lab Tech Show. We're a few minutes early. They say that you can go live vertically and horizontally here. I don't know. My name is Tallboy, and we're here to simplify the technology in a language that you can understand. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to make sure everything is right. So we're starting a few minutes early. Let me know, city and state where you're watching from. That's right, city and state where you're watching from. It says that we should have a live feed, but I don't see one. What's going on? Why don't we have? Yeah, there we go. All right, so yep, just go ahead and get this thing started. I'm gonna hit the record button. We're just hanging out. That's all it is. Talk a little tech news. Let you know what's going on over here in the real world, from my understanding. We got a couple more days to Christmas. Uh-oh, there you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So city and state, let us know where you're tapping in from. And shout out to the people over at Chatter and Fanbase. I see Zero in, I see Jessica. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me. Let me tell you what we're gonna be talking about today. Netflix is expanding. New York passed some new AI laws. Google Translate and earbuds, and Cash App Pool, especially with the holidays. And there's no word of the day. No Revis. He didn't call. I told him he got the day off, so it's not like he didn't show up to work today. He just, you know, he took the day off. He has that right. I ain't mad at it, man. That's what's up. Yeah, so we'll be starting momentarily. I just wanted to make sure everything was up and running before we got started. Last week we had some technical difficulties, so I wanted to see if what I did right is wrong and wrong is right, if that makes sense. So let me know where you're tapping in from. And like I said, we will be going live in less than 1 minute. All right, less than 1 minute. We will be live. So how was the week? How was everybody hanging out? Don't forget to put city and state where you're tapping in from. City and state where you're tapping in from. All right, that's what we're about to do. And yeah, we got some other stuff that's rolling over here too. I'm trying some new new hardware out. So we're gonna figure that part out as well. I'll tell you all about that. And we got some software that if we have enough time, we can talk about that as well. Shout out to Ray Wright. I see you, man. What's up, man? How you doing? Shirley P is in the building. She says, hey there, tall boy. LA in the house. I see you. Chicago. I see you. So look, real briefly, Netflix expands New York AI laws, Google Translate and earbuds, Cash App Pool. What is it? We'll talk all about that and more on the Lab Tech Show. Y'all ready? Let's go. Yeah, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We're here. We only got 2 more weeks until the end of the year. Oh my God, 52 weeks. So we made it to week 50. My name is Tallboy, and I'm here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. We just want to break things down. Like I said, this is just a hangout stream. We're not really just going all in, but we might. Just going with the flow, right? Shout out to everybody over at Chatter. Shout out to everybody on Fanbase. I appreciate y'all tapping in over there. I cannot comment in real time with you guys over there, but you're more than welcome to come to the Lab Tech Show on YouTube, and we got you, all right? That's what we do. Revis is not here. TBJ is not here. We're just hanging out, just me and you, and I think we're going to have a show next week, going into Christmas Eve, and then we'll have a show. Definitely, I think we'll do a New Year's Eve special. We did it 2 years ago, and it was pretty dope. So we'll definitely do a New Year's Eve special, and then the following week we'll be at CES in Las Vegas, the Consumer Electronics Show. So yeah, a lot of moving parts are going on, and yeah, there's just us hanging out. So whoever wants to hang out with me today, that's what we're doing today. All right. So look, this is the rules to the show. You can watch on your phone, TV, or your computer. I want you to rock with us and, comment. Tell a few people what we got going on. Like, we really do this. Like, you get a chance to see the article, have dialogue, and interact with other people, like-minded people that are from all over the United States. I got Ray Wright. He's in Michigan. You got Mama D in Georgia. Hit the Spot 1006 is in Georgia. Lisa Maria, New York. Jessica's in Chicago. Awesome Fun Things. He's in Pennsylvania. So like-minded people from all over the United States are popping in, and they just want to see what the latest in tech is. So we're all about transparency and authenticity, and we like to just keep it 100 with you. So, that's just pretty much what we do, and that's how you can participate. And we're going to just go ahead and get into this first article, all right? Did you hear about this? Netflix. Oh, my God. They just did a major partnership with iHeart Radio, and they're making some serious moves with video podcasts. So this might be the thing. I'm seeing more vertical video, and I'm seeing more video podcasts similar to what we're doing here on YouTube, but they partnered with iHeartMedia to bring in 15 of their biggest shows to the platform starting early 2026. And it's not just a small experiment they're talking about. They're talking about The Breakfast Club, Chelsea Handler, My Favorite Murder. Those podcasts are really, really big. They're bringing them and a few others over there. And they said the strategy is pretty clear. Netflix wants to be the primary home for these creators, which means if you want to watch their video versions of these shows, you'll have to go to Netflix, not to YouTube, not to their website. You got to go to Netflix to go watch all of this stuff, right? And they're saying they're pulling these episodes off of YouTube to create more exclusive environments. And it is a bit of a gamble for the creators who rely on YouTube's reach. Now, remember, YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, and they're coming over to Netflix, right? But Netflix is saying that they're willing to spend to compete with their daytime viewing. Your daytime viewing, that is. So if you are a loyal listener of any of these shows, or you're just prefer the audio, nothing changes for you. iHeartMedia is keeping the audio rights, so you can still find the shows on Spotify and Apple or wherever you usually get the podcast. But for the fans who like to see the conversations happen in real time, especially like with those interviews, you will have to go to Netflix to go check those out. All right. So maybe that might be a good reason for you to go hang out on the app of Netflix, if that makes sense. This follows a partnership that they had made earlier with Spotify. So Netflix is intent on becoming a hub for this kind of conversational media. And basically it's going to be interesting to see how audiences react to shifting their routine to free of YouTube, right? To now you got to pay for Netflix. So it's a win-win if you have a Netflix account, but it is not good if you do not have a Netflix account and you got to pay for it, right? So starting early 2026, this is what's happening, and it's a big shift. And remember, audio only. So iHeartMedia keeps the audio rights, and you will still be able to listen to the episodes on YouTube Music and podcast sections just without the video feed. You'll also get clips and highlights while the full episodes are moving. It is common for these type of deals to still show short clips or promotional highlights on social media and YouTube to keep the shows visible. Now, I guess my only thing is that I have is, would YouTube be wrong if they were petty and say you can't post your content over here on YouTube because you've made an exclusive deal with Netflix? Would they be wrong if they were petty and said, nah, you can't post your content over here? Like, you can put my clips here, but you can't give me your full. You were already doing it. Now you signed a deal, and now it's like, hey, we want to be a direct competitor to YouTube. Would that be wrong? I don't know. That's a $1 million question. So the question that I have for you is, what do you think of Netflix expanding? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of Netflix expanding? One, Netflix is creating new avenues. Two, as long as my bill doesn't rise, I don't care what they do. Three, it's all about the money. Four, YouTube and other competitors should pay attention. Or five, partnerships is the key to all of this. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. What do you think of Netflix expanding? Is this a good deal or is it not? Let's see what everybody is saying over here in the comments. You guys are saying Netflix is getting too big for me. More money, more subscriptions, money. Woo, but they're not charging anything right now. Shirley, you got to look at it like that. Right now, this might be something that could be big for them, right? This could be the play. Remember, Blockbuster did not take Netflix seriously. And guess what happened? They became the #1 streaming service in the world. YouTube is the #1 podcast, or excuse me, #2 search engine in the world, and they're hosting a lot of podcasts, and people are getting a nice check. But Netflix is saying we got a bag too. I only think, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Moving away from YouTube isn't a smart move for the creator, says Awesome Fun Things. Yeah, that's something there. Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. So these are the shows: The Breakfast Club, Dear Chelsea, This Is Important, New Rory and Mal, Under True Crime and History, My Favorite Murder, Behind the Bastards, Buried Bones, and then if you're listening to music and entertainment podcasts, Joe and Jada, with Fat Joe and Jada Kiss, the Bobby Cast, Bobby Jones interviewing artists and industry figures. And then under sports is 3 and Out, and it's a football analysis from a former NFL scout. And then knowledge and mental health shows such as The Psychology of Your 20s, Stuff You Missed in History Class, Stuff They Don't Want You to Know, and Stuff to Blow Your Mind. Those are the shows that are moving over to Netflix early 2026. I don't know. Is this a good deal? Just another excuse for Netflix to raise prices. You might be right. You might be right on that one, brother. You just might be right on that. So I'm not gonna knock you on that. Oh, I'm a little blurry over there. What's going on? Okay, hold on. So we got a new piece of hardware over here, and I wanted to test it out before we got to CES. And basically, it's a hardware switcher or hardware capture card. There we go. Let me see if we get that right. Jumping all into the scene. My bad. Let's see if we got that right. There we go. Look a little bit classier. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Interesting. So now the screen behind us. All right, we'll get that working out in a second as well. Didn't know Fat Joe and Jadakiss had a show. Got to check it out. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Shirley P. It's pretty. No, Sheila Baker said. Who said that? Sheila Baker said that. Okay. I'm messing up. I thought One Heart CPR was Shirley P. That's Sheila Baker. Okay. Got it mixed up. My bad. Got to make sure you know who your audience people are. You came up under another name. Okay, I'm not judging. What's up, Sheila Baker? How you doing? Giving you some love over here. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see, what else do we have here? While we're doing that, let's move over to our next topic. I think you guys might be interested in this. This might be quite the doozy for you, as they call it. Let's see, New York AI laws. Oh my God, we're going to talk about that. Google Translate and earbuds, Cash App pool, and if we have enough time, I'm going to show you something that I've been working on for the last couple of days. It might be a nice replacement to Canva in creating thumbnails. So if we have enough time, I'll show you how that works behind the scenes. I kind of I'll do that. Okay, so that's interesting. She said, nope. Shirley did. Sheila Baker came up on all my chat messages. Yeah, so it's like I know who. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. We got it. We'll figure it out. That's Shirley P. I'm saying it right, but Sheila Baker's name is coming up under this person's name, but this is actually Shirley P. I don't know why that's doing that, but that's got to figure that out. VMix. All right, we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and we're gonna talk about the New York AI laws. Did you hear about this week? The governor, Kathy Hochul, she said, "Hey, we're gonna start regulating AI here in the state of New York." And this week, she just signed a new law that ends the era of secret AI avatars in New York advertising. They say New York is the capital of advertising, right? Well, they're saying, nope, we're gonna change and shift gears here. They're saying starting in June of 2026, any company using a synthetic performer or a computer generated person that looks and sound real has to clearly disclose that to the audience. So basically the AI commercials that I create, or if you're creating content using AI avatars, you have to let it be known that you're using AI to do this in the state of New York. And basically the governor said it's all about transparency here. With AI becoming so good at mimicking human expressions and voices, the state wants to make sure you know when you are being pitched by a real person versus a digital creation. It is a direct response to the rise of deepfake influencers and AI spokespeople that can easily be mistaken for actual humans. Now, this is how it will work. They said if an ad features an AI generated person, there must be a clear and conspicuous disclaimer, and then fines for hiding it. So if you hide and don't disclose this in New York State only, companies that skip the disclosure face a $1,000 fine for the first offense, and then after that, it's $5,000 for every violation after that. Then they said the law focuses on ads for products and services. It does not apply to things like the movies, video games, or TV shows. And they're also saying that there is a practical carve out for using AI solely to translate the speech of a real human performer into another language. So this move has been a major priority because remember they had this whole SAG-AFTRA strike a couple years ago during the pandemic that wanted to argue to protect human jobs and keeps audiences from being misled. And basically for advertisers, they're saying it means that the days of stealth in AI commercials are numbered, and at least for anyone doing business in New York. Now, although New York is the first to pass the law targeting AI performers in commercials, they're saying that several other states have moved quickly to pass their own transparency rules. California and Utah, they have broad requirements. Utah says if a business uses generative AI to interact with a customer, they are legally required to be open about it. California has several laws going into effect in 2026 that focus on labeling AI generated content and being transparent about the data used to train these systems. And then Colorado passed a major law aimed at preventing discrimination in AI, but it also includes requirements for companies to tell people when they are interacting with an AI system. Then also, Illinois and Texas have put rules in place as well. And they said that they are more focused on specific areas like hiring or preventing deceptive deepfakes during elections. So basically, Illinois and Texas said, no, we're not doing that during the election season. And now here's the big caveat in all of this. This week, there was a new executive order from our president, 47, that's his number, that was issued from the White House that tries to block states from enforcing their own AI laws. The goal is to create one single federal standard instead of having 50 different sets of rules. So California and Colorado is like, hold up, we're going to fight this. We ain't got time for that. We're going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court, and we're going to fight till the end because we think that there should be some transparency, whether you like it or not. So that's kind of where they are with that. And they're saying while more states want to follow New York's lead, there is now a major legal battle, brewing over whether they actually have the power to do so, because the federal government trumps state laws, if that makes sense. So the question that I have for you is, what do you think of New York AI laws? Is this good, bad, or indifferent? One, let me know in the comments. They should have expanded it for citizens as well. Two, we need more states to create similar bills. Three, I like what the governor is doing. Or four, the federal government will trump this new bill. 1 through 4, let me know in the comments. What do you think of New York AI laws? Let's see, what are the comments saying? They're saying, nah, not really. It just means they have to say it, and then they'll say it and still have save money on booking actors. Interesting take. Can't get mad at that thought process right there. Cannot get mad at that one. That is, look at what's going on. I think you guys may have seen the Coca-Cola commercial. McDonald's just did an AI commercial. I love it. I'm not trying to take no money out of any actor's pockets, but there was still someone who had to prompt, and that provided or presented a job for them. So we always said you got to embrace the AI, right? So I do think that the larger companies should not be using AI without some type of human interaction because you have the money. But a small business, a startup, or somebody that's just looking to get off the ground, they should be able to use AI as a tool to be able to do this. Now, if you are a Fortune 500, you're a top 50 company, top 10 company, come on now, like, be fair. Now, don't get me wrong. Kalshi did an AI commercial during the NBA Finals. I was very impressed with what I saw. And when I saw it, I said, hold up, there's something here. In less than 2 months, February 8th, February 7th, there's going to be a Super Bowl. That means there's going to be a lot of commercials, and there's going to be a lot of AI commercials. The question is, do you want to see the celebrities? Do you want to see the actors, or do you want to see the AI? And the thing is, you're going to see a lot more AI. The question is, will people give backlash? Will the company say, we don't care, we're going to keep doing it? Because look at what Coca-Cola is doing. They're still running their ads, even though there's some backlash. McDonald's, they ran their AI commercial for Christmas, and there was so much backlash that they pulled it. Well, people are always going to be upset about something. So I would have just kept it going. I mean, it's not like people are going to stop eating at McDonald's because of an AI commercial. I mean, it's not going to happen. So I think we're in a situation here. A lot of people are saying 3 and 4. So 3, I like what the governor is doing. And 4, the federal government is going to trump this new bill. Okay. Following 50 rules will be a cluster mess, says Awesome Fun Things. You're right, sir. I think you have something there. Different rules for different people. Make it make sense. I don't think that's not gonna fare over too well with a lot of people. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, I'm in Georgia, but then if I go to Pennsylvania, oh, went to New Hampshire, oh, I went to Colorado, oh, I went to North Dakota. Too many different rules. So I think that you're right. I think you're right. Okay, everybody's name is saying Sheila Baker now. Okay, Sheila Baker, when you come back and watch this show, you will be a very popular person today. So that's all I can tell you. Let's see. Maybe that might be saying we need to go tap in with Sheila Baker and make sure she's good. I think any AI commercial in the Super Bowl is going to get slammed. I don't know. Ray Wright. Ray Wright says this comment here. I don't know if I agree with you. If they want any commercial, they're going to make one without real people. Honestly, without people at all. Coke has been using bears to sell soda for years, and the Clydesdale horses. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't even get mad at you on that one. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Since we got a little bit of time, I'm gonna stop these comments and bear with me, y'all, as we do that. Let me see if I can run some commercials for y'all. I should have had TBJ do something, but I said no TBJ. I'm giving him the day off as well, but let's see if we can do this. Check this out.
I'm saving his life so he can embrace tech.
Woo, look, AI ain't got nothing on my next move. I'm out.
Automation coming? Bet. Watch me make my next big play, straight up.
She held me down, so I put a ring on it and built a whole tech thing for the beach crew. They was laughing then, but I leveled all the way up from the bottom to the top floor, for real.
I stayed in my lane, owned it, and now look. Told you I was gonna do it. We locked in with the Lab Tech Show Wednesday at 8. Question is, are you in or out?
All right, we're gonna see if we can get these comments to come back up. But yeah, see, that's an AI commercial right there. Now, I'm glad that Georgia doesn't have that, but I like the commercial. And look, I'm asking people to join. Now I gotta let people know that it was done through AI. I don't know if I agree with that, if that makes sense. So you see and that was my first AI commercial, right? And so now with that being the first AI commercial, this was the second AI commercial. Got better over time.
Alexa, play my favorite R&B song. I learned what to buy so I can get my groove on.
The Lab Tech Show showed me how I can easily remember to take my meds. Well, look, I got my nudge.
Revis told me to expand my vocabulary. Do you see this bumptious driver?
I embraced it, and it saved me the walk to my gate. Tall boy drops gems.
I see you, Granddad, keeping up.
I'm not trying to get left behind.
It's time to cancel this subscription and make the switch to AI.
Better use of our money. The Lab Tech Show breaks down the latest tech, makes it simple, and keeps it real for the culture, for everybody. Wednesdays at 8.
Yeah, so that's AI commercials. That's what they're talking about. But if you are in New York or any of those other states, such as Illinois, Texas, Colorado, California, you have to let everybody know that that was AI. That's what you're going to have to do. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying Sheila Baker. So Sheila Baker must be popular today. That's all we're going to say. Shout out to Sheila Baker, y'all. I will announce who the comments are coming from, I guess. So that first AI commercial, that was my first time doing an AI commercial. Shout out to Ray Wright. He was a part of learning how to create commercials with me that the first night I wanted to learn it. And then as I got better over time, I created the second commercial. And then I think we're going to go into the new year with some new commercials. So just depending on how time sees fit will determine whether or not, just coming up with concepts. I think the biggest thing is you just got to come up with a nice storyboard of what you want. And once you come up with something that makes sense, you just got to go with it. And now with the way the technology has moved so fast in the last 2 or 3 months, man, the sky's the limit. So yeah, the Lab Tech Show is available in New York. You just got fined. Pay up. Kathy Hochul needs your money. Oh, well, she got to find me. I'm not a corporation. So I'm just a person. Oh, man. That's hilarious. All right, guys, we're going to move on over here to our next article. Did you hear about this one? Now, this is interesting. If you got an Android, you might be in business. You might be doing something if you got an Android and you got earbuds and you know somebody that speaks a different language. Google Translate is about to expand. That's all I can say. Google Translate expands live translation to all earbuds on Android. So if you have a pair of earbuds and you have Android, your life just got better for you. Earbuds to where you can have conversation and take calls, not just earbuds for music. They said Google finally opened up its live translation feature to a much wider audience. Now, before, the ability to have a real-time conversation in 2 different languages was something Google kept exclusive to its own Pixel Buds. But they said, no, we're just going to open it up to everybody. As long as you have a pair of earbuds that support Google Assistant and you're using an Android phone, you can use the Translates app's conversation mode. This includes popular options like Bose, Sony, and even some budget-friendly models. The way it works is fairly straightforward. You just basically hold down the dedicated assistant button on your earbuds and say, "Help me speak Spanish," on your, or whatever other language that's out there. So, help me speak Spanish or any other language that you need, and the phone handles the heavy lifting, listening to the person speaking and feeding the translation directly into your ears. When you want to reply, you speak through your earbud mic, and the phone speaker plays the translation back to the other person. They say the move feels like a natural step for Google, but letting go of the hardware exclusivity. They're making the features far more useful for the average person. And it is on those rare tech updates that actually makes traveling or communicating with people in your community a little bit easier without requiring you to buy into a specific brand ecosystem. So no more, I got to have Pixel Buds, I got to have Bose, I got to have this kind of brand, right? You can now say, as long as I got a Google Assistant and I can utilize it, I just open it up and it will translate. So especially if you travel a lot, think about people that are in hospitals, think about foreigners with the World Cup coming to multiple cities this June, and you need to communicate with somebody from a different language. You can just literally open up your phone and say, boom, here you go. And that's what it is. Basically, it is a small but meaningful change in how we are using these devices, and we're already using them every day. So this is already a cool feature as is, right? So now it's just one of those things where you get a chance to, just do what you do. And now you can have a conversation with somebody that probably is not probably not even thinking about that. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So if you have an Android phone, Google Pixel Buds, or any other earbuds, as long as you have Google Assistant, you are good to go. That's pretty much it. No game, no gimmick. They said this should be rolling out. It should already be in your phone. I just haven't met anybody that speaks a different language, because I definitely want to try this with my Shocks earbuds that I use every week. So that would definitely be kind of cool to say, hey, you speak Spanish. Let me open up my Google Assistant, and then you can see everything that's being said and hear back the AI generated voice. And then I can hear everything that you're saying in my ear. That's pretty dope. So yeah, that's what it is. Let's see, what do we have here? The brands. What's going on, everybody? It is the brands, y'all. The Lab Tech Show, your live production, and tallboy.us. Come on, check us out. Make sure you hit that follow, like, and subscribe button. But check out these 3 brands. This is what Tallboy does, and does very well. Tech news, live streaming, and video production. Also, we are on YouTube and Spotify at the Lab Tech Show. And don't forget, we're on Roku and Amazon Fire. I was watching the other day that the local news is on Amazon Fire and Roku TVs. And I'm like, look at me, I got my own channel too. Don't forget, you can always support the show by going over to Cash App or PayPal. And you can support the show in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So yeah, that's what it is. Remember to think big, think tall, think tall boy. That's what it is. And then don't forget, Tallboy has what? Tall Boy has merch. Oh my God, that's right. We got merch. Come over here to shop.tallboy.us and get your merch. You see this QR code right here. If you have your phone, why don't you open up your camera app and hit this button or scan that QR code, and it'll take you right here to this website. And this is what you'll see. And then I want you to click on all products. And when you click on all products, guess what you got? You got all of the different merch that's right there, right? There you go. You see it. You see it. You see it. You see it. We got stickers, t-shirts, tumblers, bucket hats, trucker hats, and Revis and TBJ have their own merch. And as you can see, this is the product line. So support the show. I saw awesome fun things with the Lab Tech Show coffee mug. I got a couple pictures of him with it. Shirley P, she's got some merch. So I think Lisa Maria got some merch too. So consider us for the holidays and go to shop.tallboy.us. I think Revis would love it if you took a picture and said you don't do ships, because ship sinks. You do relation planes. I think he'll love that. And TBJ would appreciate you as well. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. I'm back. CES is approaching, y'all. But before CES approaches, I want to tell you a little bit about what we have going on. I told you guys a couple months back that Cash App Pools was releasing. And with Cash App Pools releasing, this was a way for you to collect money from family and friends. And when you collect the money from family and friends, this was your way of not having to worry about, saying I got to go search for this money, if that makes sense. You owe me $20. You owe me $15. You owe me $50. You don't have to do that. Cash App Pools came out and we told everyone to go try it. It was just releasing, and I'm going to ask you guys to help us out. But I'm going to show you and tell you what it's all about first. Let's see. Cash App Pools. Up. I can't tell you that because why? Because somebody didn't put it in the system. Awesome Fun Thing says, I speak Klingon. And Jessica says, I speak Romanian. So if you got an Android phone, that is a great way for you to do that. So while you're doing that and speaking Romanian, I need you to speak Romanian and Klingon and say, get it right, tall boy, get it right. That's what I need you to do. Let's see. There we go. I got it. 92 is the number. 92 is the lucky number, y'all. 92. There we go. Cash App. Oh, I'm excited to see you soon. Says, yeah, Sammy's coming out to CES with us. He's going to be our videographer. Sammy is going to school for cinematography. And he says, Tallboy, I would love to come to CES. And if you need me to shoot, come on. I want to do it. So Revis has been our resident videographer. But Sammy, we got the college student. He's coming in and he's gonna show Revis a couple things, and in that way, when Revis gets back out here on the road and does this again, he'll be out there and get some tips from Sammy. So shout out to Sammy, superstar. He says, "I'll see you soon, tall boy, at CES. Tell Mike from Nudge I said hello." I surely will if he's there. I surely will. Don't forget, if anybody would like to get a Nudge, you can still use our code. If you look at this ticker at the bottom, it'll tell you what code you need to type in, and it's also in the description of the YouTube video how you can get 10% off of a Nudge for your medication reminders. Enjoy looking forward to all the new toys you're going to be bringing us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. So let me tell you a little bit about Cash App Pools. Now that we have it all worked out, thank y'all for y'all's patience. See, this is kind of where Revis comes into play when I mess up here or there. But I got it. Cash App Pools just made it a lot easier to pool your money with your friends. And they said they're rolling out a new feature that simplifies the process of collecting money for group expenses. So instead of one person fronting the bill and chasing down each individual payment, users can now create a dedicated space to pool funds for things like group trips, shared gifts, or monthly rent. The setup is integrated directly into the app. You can start a pool, set a financial goal, and invite family and friends to contribute. What makes this different from a standard request is the visibility. Everyone in the group can see the progress towards the total amount, which adds a bit of natural accountability without the need for awkward and reminder texts. This move puts Cash App in a more direct competition with services like Venmo, which has long been the go-to for social splitting. So Venmo allows splitting, right? And then they're also saying that Cash App is saying, hey, we're going to compete with you. And now they're adding formal pooling tools that they're leaning into the way people actually see and use these apps, less as a digital wallet and more as a coordinator for their social lives. So you're out socially, you're spending money, and hey, I can Cash App you. More people are willing to Cash App than they are willing to Venmo. So the process is built to be simple. Shared folder for your money. You start by opening the app and finding the option to create a new pool. From there, you give it a name like CES 2026 or Mom's Birthday Gift and set a target amount if you have a specific goal in mind. And once the pool is live, you can send a link to your friends. They don't have to search for your cash tag or remember the exact amount. They click the link and contribute their share. The app keeps running a tally that everyone can see, so you don't have to keep checking your activity feed to see who has actually paid. Now, regarding payment gateways, it is important to keep in mind that Cash App is a closed ecosystem for this feature. So, internal balance, friends can pay using the money that they already have sitting in their Cash App balance. You can link a debit or credit card to this if their balance is empty. The app pulls from the linked debit card or bank account. And then your credit card, you can use a linked credit card through Cash App, which usually attaches a standard 3% fee to those transactions. So because this is a native Cash App tool, you cannot directly contribute using external gateways like PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, but you can do Apple Pay and Google Pay now. When this article came out, Apple Pay and Google Pay was not available. It is now available, okay? Everyone participating needs to have a Cash App account to put money into the pool. Once the goal is met, the organizer can spend the money directly from their Cash App card or transfer the money to their linked bank account. Using a debit card is one of the ways to avoid the fees entirely. So most people, if you are familiar with Cash App, you can cash out, but they're going to take a fee, or you can cash out and you have to wait a couple of days to get the cash out, and then they won't take any money. So it's normally 48 to 72 hours. The only time you'll see a fee is if you choose to use a credit card. That's the key in all of this. Only if you charge with a credit card will you be hit with a 3% fee, which is typical for most payment apps. They will always show you the exact fee amount on the screen before you confirm the payment, so there are no surprises. So one other small detail is while there's no fee to put money into the pool or to transfer the final amount to your standard Cash App balance, the usual instant deposit fee still applies. And if you want to move the money from the app to your bank account immediately, that's when the instant fee only happens, and it happens at that time. If you're willing to wait 1 to 3 business days, the transfer is free. So this is what we did. If you look on YouTube in the description, there is a pinned comment. And I said, hey, let's just make it fair, $1,000. The hotel is that hotel is $800. You got to factor in Uber, Lyft. You got to factor in food. It's Revis, myself, Sammy, and we have some other people that are going to be meeting us there. So we have to get to and from. If you would like to support us in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you can click on that link. And I'll be posting this all over social media in the coming days, right? And we're going to CES. Scan that QR code right there and support us. So you can click on the link in the YouTube description. And when you click on it, it will say, and it doesn't matter how much you choose to give, whether it's $1, $5, $50, $100, or if you want to just be gracious and say, hey, here's a whole stack, 1,000. If you want to be gracious, by all means, you can do that. But the goal is $1,000 to offset what we're gonna, what we're going to be doing and getting to and from. So this is no pressure. We're not asking anybody to do anything. So if your heart says that you would like to do it, feel free to do it. But it's the pinned comment that's right there that says we are headed to Las Vegas for CES. If you would like to assist us participate in the Cash App pool, click the link, and thank you for your support. So I'm going to click on the link. Let me see what happens when I click on the link. Let me see if I can get this on the screen over here. So you can pay with Google. What is it? You can pay with Google Pay, Apple Pay, or you can just do with regular Cash App. That's what they say. So this is what it looks like when you click on the link right there, and you can see it. No game, no gimmick. And then we can track it, and then we can always cash out either before CES, while we're at CES, or after CES. We can always cash out. So that's what it looks like when you click on the link, and whatever that amount is. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get this on the screen. Interesting. There we go. If you hit contribute, then it takes you to this page here. And then you can put in your dollar amount that you would like, or if you would like to do a custom amount. And let's just say you do $5 and you hit continue. And then you choose how you want to pay through Apple Pay, Google Pay. And then if you want to do that way, there, the payment link comes up, and you can pay with your credit card, you can pay later, or you can change your payment options, however you want to change your payment options. So remember, credit cards have a 3% fee. So just keep that all in mind when you do that, okay? So debit card would be ideal. Credit cards would be ideal for you to do that. And I think this is something that, is fun to get a part of. You guys see what we do every year. And this is what we do. We're going to go to CES, and we would love for you to support us if you can, or if you would like to, but that's pretty much it. This is not coming up on the screen. What's going on? Hit refresh. Okay. Tech is teching right now. Here we go. It says get a login code. So now we got to wait for the login code. Here we go. And we're going to go here. And the code is. This is interesting that this just cut out on me like this. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're just waiting for the tech to just stop teching, as they call it. So yeah, that is the sum of what all of this is. I'll be bringing my game. Okay. Enjoy. Looking forward to it. I'll help you at CES if you need someone to play blackjack. Well, Tallboy doesn't do too much gambling, brother. I don't do that. Good evening. I'm late to the party. No, you're not late to the party, Sheila Baker. You got to go back and watch the replay. You are a very popular person, Sheila Baker. All the comments have your name attached to it. All of them. So you are a very popular person. So welcome, Sheila Baker. You're officially here. I don't know why Stream Alive is doing what it's doing. The tech is teching. So it is what it is. So let me know your thoughts on Cash App Pool. Is this something that you would do with your family and friends as well? We want you to see what we got going on here. And this is what we're doing the CES Cash App Pool. So the link is in the live pinned comment. And then also you can use this QR code And then in the next few days, what we'll do is we'll have this flyer posted over all social media platforms. And if people would like to contribute, they can, or they can watch the replay, and the link will be in the description. All right, so that's what it is. Yeah, we had a show. Let's see. Indeed, I'll watch the replay. All right. This is what we talked about. I said we're just hanging out. She says, I prefer Zelle. No, well, you just missed the Cash App pool breakdown, Sheila Baker. You got to watch the replay, Sheila. You got to watch the replay. We got you, though. We all prefer Zelle, but Cash App, I mean, they got a pool, and now this is their way of doing something for a group, if that makes sense. And then now you don't have to go hunting down the money. People just know what they need to pay. So you can pay per the link, or you can add the people with their cash tag, or their Cash App name, shall I say. And then from there, they can just pay whatever the amount is, or you can just share the link like I just did with you guys, and then you can make whatever payment amount that you would like. So once again, as a brief recap, we're not done with the show. I'm just recapping the show here. Netflix expands. iHeartRadio is taking 15 of their top shows. New York AI laws. They said, hold up, you need to let us know that this is AI avatars and voices that you're using for any commercials that you're doing if you are a company. Google Translate and earbuds. If you have a pair of earbuds and you have Google Assistant, you can now speak your normal language and have the selected language that you want. And then from there, they can see what you said, and you can hear what they said in your ears. And then we just talked about Cash App Pool. So that's what Cash App Pool is. I definitely want to share something with you. And I'm not going to say that this is going to be the Canva killer. If you use Canva, you're familiar with Canva. I'm not saying that this is the Canva killer, but I do think that it's something that if promoted right and done right over the next couple of months, it could make a name for itself. And I heard about this during Black Friday, and I thought that this was pretty cool. So what I mean by that is there's a service out here called UXFlow. And let's see what it did right here. UXFlow, it allows you to create cool thumbnails like this. This is what we did. I literally did this in less than 2 minutes. Literally in less than 2 minutes. Shirley, I'm going to look before we get off the show. We're going to confirm and see if it's there, okay? So in less than 2 minutes, using this service here, UXFlow, I was able to create a thumbnail that looked like this. I gave a photo of myself, and I gave the topic of what I wanted, and it literally created it. And I'm going to show you a workflow, and hopefully it does not embarrass me in real time. Now, you do have to pay to use credits, but the credits are like 4 to 8 cents per credit, if that makes sense. So you have to have an open API key to use the different AI models. And when I dive into this, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So right now, it just says, what are we creating today? And you can literally say, I want to create a flyer for this and be as descriptive as possible. You can do a YouTube thumbnail, create ads, create a poster, social media post, web banner, and then you can see the different templates that you can select the template that you want. And then you can say, hey, I now have a template that I want it to go off of. So you see the templates that they have here. And I said, nope, I like the templates that they have. And you see them. It's called UXFlow.me is their website. But we're going to go and we're going to just create from the beginning. So I'm going to go over to my pro account, and we're going to do a workflow. And I'm going to kind of break this down to you because I already have this built out, right? So what that means is over here, you can put in your text prompt. You can upload an image. You can have AI text, analyze and write prompts with AI, have an AI image that's going to give you the final output. It can do video. It can also edit the image. It can get the brand DNA of your website. And then you can have it do inputs, to use AI to leverage AI for various tasks, the prompt enhancer to make the prompt better, and then the UGC maker, user generated content, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you what this is. So here we go. We're going to start with a text prompt. So what you have to do, and I know this is over a lot of people's heads, but when I say this is less than 2 minutes, if you can understand the workflow, you'll be all right. So we're going to start with a text prompt, right? So let me just delete this so you see what I'm talking about. And so we just put a text prompt right there, and we're just going to put it here. So we're just starting here from start. And then we need to upload an image. So let's see, we're going to delete upload image, and we're going to add the upload image so you can see what I'm doing. Now, you can have your brand DNA, that is your website, or you can have, if you don't want to use a website, you don't have to use a website. But what I mean by that is if you do labtechshow.com, labtechshow.com, and hit generate, it will come up with your brand colors of any website that you want. Now, the thing is, you need to connect all of this, right? So when you look at this on the right-hand side, look at, it's already got my logos here. It's got my colors. It's got my typography. It tells you my brand messaging. It tells you everything about me. This is my logo here. So you see what it has. And then it tells you my brand values, and it also tells you my brand guidelines. So it pulled all of that from my brand DNA. Now, you need to be able to connect all of this stuff to something, and that's where the AI text comes into play, right? So we're going to delete that, and we're going to put in an AI text. So we're going to just put this here. Now, the prompt, I need somebody who needs a flyer for something. Just give me something that we need to talk about real quick. A flyer for something outside of Christmas. Does anybody need a flyer created? Just tell me what it is that you need a flyer created for. And I don't have a picture of you, so I'll have to use a picture of myself, or I can use a picture off the internet. But we need to do this real briefly. If you have any flyer or any event that's coming up outside of Christmas, if it's a party, if it's a birthday party or something like that, or we can just do another one for CES if that's what you want to do. Put it in the comments real quickly while I'm connecting all of this. So all you need to do is just connect your text prompt to your AI text. You need to upload the image to the AI text. And then so once you do that, while I'm waiting on the prompt from you guys of what your event is, if you don't have one, that's fine. I'll just create one. I'm going to go find me a photo, right? And when I find this photo, I'm just going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to go to my downloads folder. I thought I had a picture of Revis. I thought I did. I don't see it. So let's go ahead and go here real quickly. I thought I had a picture of Revis. Gmail. There we go. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Gmail, and we're going to go, it says your pool has been received, Shirley, Revis photo. And then we're going to download that photo that I have of Revis, and then we're going to upload that photo. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all can see all that? My bad. All right. So we're going to pull this photo that we have of Revis, downloads. Where did it? Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Nobody has a prompt. Nobody has an event that they have coming up. All right, so we're going to say, since Revis is not here, we're going to say Revis wants to go fishing in Lake Michigan. go fishing in Lake Michigan. So we know that that's what he likes to do. So I connected my text prompt and I connected the image, right? We're not going to connect the brand DNA. We're not going to connect that because we don't want that to be there. So all we're going to do is you can come over here and you can see where they're pulling. The prompt can be pulled from any one of these. So it can be pulled from Google Gemini 3. It can be pulled from ChatGPT 5.2 or any one of these models. You can select for wherever you want to get the prompt from. Anthropic. You can get any prompt. It doesn't matter where you get it from. So we're just going to just leave it at this one and we're just going to hit run. And when we hit run, what happened was it gave us an enhanced prompt. So now this enhanced prompt is going to give us an AI text that we're going to connect. There we go. We're going to connect the prompt. So now it tells us, so it gave us the prompt that we needed. And then now we created another AI text, which I did not add this, but you get the drift. And then from there, we have an AI image. So we'll delete the AI image and I'll redo it again so you guys can see it. And delete, please. There you go. And where are we at? I'm going to do an AI image. We're going to bring the image over. So we connect. So it gave us a prompt from go fishing in Lake Michigan. We told it to run it. We want to connect the photo with the prompt, and it gave us a better prompt, right? And so you can clearly read what this says right here. A medium shot of a cheerful middle-aged man with a salt and pepper beard wearing a black baseball cap with a rugged denim jacket sitting on a boat in Lake Michigan. He is smiling towards the camera, holding a fishing rod over the deep blue, shimmering water. The background features the vast horizon of the lake under bright natural daylight, capturing a relaxed and joyful outdoorsy mood with cool blue tones and high contrast text. All right. So all we did was connect that. So we connected that, but then we also need to connect the picture because we want to do this as well, right? So we're going to connect the picture to it as well. And then once we do that, it's going to give us another prompt because remember we said go fishing in Lake Michigan. And now it gave us a better prompt. So now with that, you hit run. And now it gives us everything that we need to know right here. All right. He's sitting on a boat in Lake Michigan, smiling warmly towards the camera with the same friendly expression and facial features as seen in the image. He is holding a fishing rod over the deep blue shimmering water. All right. So basically all we're going to do is connect that to the image. And once we create the image, now you can select which one you want. So you can select, and these are the models that I have. Nano Banana is supposed to be up in here. I don't know why I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Nano Banana. All right, we're going to select Nano Banana. Well, okay, there we go. And then so you can select any model that you want. It could be any one of these models, but everybody's been hearing about Nano Banana lately. And basically we're going to connect. Media files are not connected. So we're going to connect the media file to him. So let's shrink that out just a little bit. And we're going to connect the media file to him. Uh-oh. Where am I going? And now we have the media file. And then now all we're going to do is just hit run. And when we hit, what's going on? Okay, let's try something else. Let's try Flux. Let's see. Ooh, I don't want to try Flux. That's too expensive. It's only, well, it's not. It's only a few pennies. Okay, now don't embarrass me, y'all. I just did this. Don't embarrass me. All right, let's try Flux. Hit run. Okay, it's embarrassing me now. We need a shot. What are we doing wrong? I just did this. Hit run. Oh Lord, it's embarrassed me. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I don't know. Well, Kartik, you embarrassed me live on my show, man. I don't know why it's not giving me. Okay, I want to hit run. Is it generating? Did I do it right? Okay. It's not running. I'm trying to think, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Well, I wanted to show you something that I thought was pretty cool, but the tech is teching. So let me see if I refresh the page real briefly. And let's see if it'll run. Maybe. Oh, no. Yeah, it embarrassed me. Hit run. Okay, now it's working. I don't know what test run failed. It was running, but it said test run failed. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got something. I don't know. We're going to see. Is it? Okay. She said it's all good. Ray Rice said it's all good. Well, if I get the photo to come up or pop up on the screen, this is, we'll see if it works. But yeah, we got all the way to the final output. But like I said, it's still got its kinks, and I think it could replace Canva. I've seen what it can do, and you saw what it did with this here. And I literally did this 1 hour before the show. So this literally was done in less than 2 minutes, this flyer here. Now, for why we can't get Revis, maybe it just doesn't like Revis. I don't know. But for why it will not connect, I don't have the $1 million answer. So I'm going to delete this one more time. And then I'm going to do AI image. Let's see. Maybe we try this one more time. And after that, we're going to tap up out of here. Upload image, upload text. We need an AI image. And we're going to connect it. I hate to be embarrassed like this. All right. Let's see. Do we run it? We're going to run his image. Yeah, it's not running. I don't know what I did wrong. And it says try another model. Okay, I try another model. Try another model. There we go. Let's try GPT. Let's try GPT-1. I know I got money on here. I only put $5 and it only takes 4 to 20 cents to do this. So unless I ran out of money, but there's $5 on one account, $10 on another. So I know that there's money on here. Let's see. Did I do something wrong? Okay. I don't know, but it's called UXFlow.me. We got to figure out why it's not running. And yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. So I connected the image, I connected the text prompt, and I'm just waiting for an output, and the output is not outputting. So yeah, I did this. I was getting some good results, but now we're in prime time, and prime time is saying, nope, it does not want to run. You see it, I'm clicking the button. All right, well, we're not going to keep pushing forward. Let's go over here and look at Cash App. Oh, you didn't even see any of that. I kept hitting run, and yeah, I hate that this workflow was not showing while I was doing this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it says the cost. You see, the cost is only 4 credits, so I have more than enough credits. So when I go back here, right, it says I have 207 credits. So you can't tell me I don't have credits inside of my workflow. So with that being said, why it's not running, I don't know. But I'll change it to another model, and we'll try Dolly. No, that's too old. Try one more time. Nano Banana Edit, maybe. Hit run. Try Nano Banana by itself. Yeah, it's not running. I don't know. hit run up here. It's running up here. It's processing. It says error in layer 1. Image generation failed. Error in layer 1. Did I do something wrong with this image here? No. Okay, so let's delete this one. And let's add another AI text. Yes, you have to run each individual box. So you have to run the text prompt over to the AI text. You have to connect the uploaded image to the AI text. And then once you get the AI text, then you come over here and you have to connect it. So once you connect it, it's connected. So then it says no files are connected. So we're going to connect the image, right? So we connect the image and we hit run. And so it gives me a prompt for this. So now my only other question is, okay, how about I do this? How do I delete this? Maybe I did something wrong. We're going to do AI image. And we're going to do this here, connect. So the prompt is connected. And let's just try run. It still doesn't run. I don't know. And then we'll connect the image. And it says the image is connected. We're good. Now we're just waiting for an output. So once we get an output, we may have something. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Hit run. Nope, it's not running. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, we tried it and we got clowned live on YouTube, which I do not like. So UXFlow developers, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to share this with you and hopefully you guys can tell us what we did wrong and get it worked out. Yeah. All right. Let's go back over here to what we were discussing earlier. Give me 1 second and we're going to get up out of here. All right. Shirley P said, hey, tall boy, did it work? So let's go over to Cash App Pools and go back. Oh, look at what we got here. We got $30 in the Cash App pool. Well, look at there. Okay, so there's $30 of 1,000 going to Cash App Pools. So it says, and I don't want to go into my email, but in my email it says somebody did something. I know Shirley P did something. It says you, Miss Beasley. Okay. Rodema Beasley and Shirley P. Well, thank you. Thank y'all so much. That's what's up. Well, hopefully you guys, and then Lisa Maria just said she just sent some money to look at God over here working. Come on. They're all gonna help with this Uber money. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. You have no idea because CES is expensive. Y'all have no idea. They charge an outrageous amount of money. They mark up the hotels, which you guys know you can go to Vegas for 4 or 5 days for under $500. It's $800 for the hotel. Then you got to factor in Uber, which is surging because we're all going to the same location. You still got to eat and just regular knick-knack stuff. So, yeah, that's what it is. I didn't get a confirmation for it, but got you. Cool. So I don't think you get a confirmation, Shirley. I think what happens is, because they didn't say anything in Cash App saying that you get a confirmation. You just send the money and it's there. And I got a confirmation saying that you sent the money. That's what I got. So it does not say that the person sent it. Now, if you sent the money, did you look inside of your Cash App to see if there was a confirmation saying that you sent the money? And then let me see if I could do this real quick without showing this on the screen. Let me go into my Cash App myself and go to pools. If I go look at Cash App Pools, it doesn't tell me. Does it tell me how much it is? No, it doesn't. So hold up. How do we? Okay, so it says it lets me know that money was sent from you guys. But I'm only seeing money from Lisa Maria Rodema, and I don't see it from Shirley P. I thought it said the money was sent. Okay. So Shirley, I don't see it even on my back end. I don't see it from you. So where did you send the money to? Okay. We got to talk offline. Wasn't in my Cash App account. Okay, so maybe, did you do Google Pay or Apple Pay? Did you do that? Because that might be in your Google Pay or your Apple Pay account, and it might be there. Check there. And it may take a day. It didn't say. It said use Google Pay or Apple Pay. That's interesting. Okay. But it says, I only see money from Rodema Beasley and Lisa Maria Huggins. That's what I see money from. So yeah. And this is to help offset CES. I don't see from you, Shirley. Interesting. And so I can't. Okay. Let's see what we have here. That's interesting. So if I share this screen here, it only lets me log in. No, it does not let me. And I don't know my login password. Hold on. Ooh, let me see something here. If I log in, let me see something. Yeah, it only tells me, it tells me what it shows my back end of everybody that donated and what my statements are for the month and stuff like that. So who sent money here or there once I log in. Let me log out. But Shirley P, I do not see yours, but I do see Lisa Maria and Rodema Beasley. So thank y'all so much. She said, I'll send it the old fashioned way to Tall Boy. I love it. Shirley P. I love it. I love it. I love it. She said it went straight through on Cash App, says Lisa Maria. And then Shirley P says, I don't see it. So I got you. Well, look, we have been here long enough. Like I said, this was just a hangout stream. I hate that this UXFlow did not work as seamless as I thought it was going to work. I'm very disappointed in this. I want this to be a major player because this could compete with this possibly could compete with Canva, especially with the flyers looking the way that they look. But if it's not connecting, I don't know what we're doing wrong. So I don't want to. Let me see. Yeah, it's still not running. So, all right, guys, with that being said, I thank y'all so much for hanging out with us on the Lab Tech Show. We only have next week is Christmas Eve, and then we have New Year's Eve. We will do a New Year's Eve end of year show. So God willing, we will be here next week. Not saying that we will, not saying that we won't. But I do know that we're about to go hit the ground running. And then once we get to CES, we're going to try and do a show live from the showroom floor, from the media room like we did or like we've done in the years past, God willing. And shout out to Sammy. He will be out there with us. Sammy is coming to Vegas. I can't believe it. And we're looking to connect with some more companies to where they can come on to the show, similar to what we had with Nudge, similar to what we had with Vanestas and with Chris from Scotia. So hopefully we can connect with some more companies, get them to come on to the show. You guys get a chance to see what they're all about and get a chance to meet them and ask your questions one-on-one. That's what CES is all about, and I want to bring them to you guys. So please share the show with a few people. Let them know what we're doing. Merry Christmas to Tall Boy, SBD, and the LTS family. I'm not sure if we're going to do a Christmas show. Not sure if we will or not. It is on a Christmas Eve is on a Wednesday. But, like I said, if we do, it'll be something really, really light. it's not going to be, maybe we can do, people want to get in on the call. I'll give them some backlink numbers if they're interested, and we can do a live show that way. And then they can come on and say what they're grateful for, thankful for. We did have a poll question. I forgot to ask. The poll question was, what was on your Christmas wish list for tech? That was on what tech item is on your wish list for Christmas? And somebody says anything that simplifies my life. 55% said that. So shout out to all of y'all. Anything that simplifies your life, I'm all for it. A computer is on a couple people's wish list. I highly recommend, and I'm going to get out of here on this, use Comet. Use Comet. If you have not downloaded the Comet browser, it's an alternative to Chrome. It uses Chromium, so all your passwords will convert over. It's free to everyone, right? And ask it to do the shopping for you. It will find you the best deals. There's no need for you to have 20 browsers open. There's no need for that. Uh-oh. What did I do? Did I touch something I wasn't supposed to touch? Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I highly recommend that you use the Comet browser, type in what you're looking for, and ask for it to find the best pricing for you. It will scour the internet and do the work for you. There's no need to have 10, 20, 30 different tabs open and you going back and forth. Ask it to do a price comparison. AI is here. Make it work for you. You only have a few more days till Christmas. You can say, instead of going to Best Buy, I can go to the other store. Or instead of going to Kroger, I can go to the other grocery store. So look for the item that you're looking for. Download the browser Comet, put it in there, and let the AI cook. I was supposed to do something. I was supposed to show y'all what I did, but it's too late now. But we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that next week about how I did that. So anyway, with that being said, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. It is another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this show, and Merry Christmas to everybody. If I don't see y'all until New Year's Eve, you guys spend time with your family. Let a loved one know that you care about them, and you know that you are appreciated. Cash App pools are here. We will be in Vegas in 3 weeks. 3 weeks we will be there. So y'all be good, and it is another edition of the Lab Tech Show.
You already know.
Ow.
Tall boy.
Merry Christmas and good night, says Sheila Baker. Oh my God. Something for my car, says Lisa Maria.